Java the Hutt. The owners are Taylor and Maddie, and they started this company with their grandparents' inheritance. They both have loved gaming since they were young and have always dreamed of owning their own company and creating a place where they could hang with their friends. They've thought about this concept since they were young and have now been able to bring the idea to fruition. They have designed the bar for everyone, for all ages before 5 pm and 18 plus after. They wanted to create a space for people who love gaming and who also want to spend time with their friends. They wanted their theme to be around space. As this is their first location, they have gone with the planet Garapas, as this combines the names of their birthstones. With future locations, they intend on each one having a different planet name, so each one can be themed slightly differently. The idea itself of the website is for customers to find out more about the company and look at what they have to offer. This is an interactive playpiece for users visiting the website. It shows them that this is a company that is ready for new things, as there's not many existing websites with interactive playpieces like this. They wanted to create this piece for their main webpage and their mobile app. They are creating a mobile app for customers to order off their phone to their table. They like the idea of using this playpiece on the mobile app while customers are waiting or while they're waiting on a table. The intention with the design is to create something that people can play with whilst accessing the site, as well as fit the theme that the pair have come up with. The idea was to have a straightforward piece for people to play with, so all ages can use it. The way you interact with the current piece is by pressing the teleport button, which starts playing a space-like sound in the background and at the same time changes the scene to show this alien planet. To make the alien planet, I've used a mesh which moves a lot like water. I used this as it felt a lot more organic and interesting compared to something flat. It also shows off a lot more colour and feels outworldly. And as you move it around, you can slowly see the planet changing colour at different angles, which is one of my favourite parts. The mesh was hard to understand at first, and I couldn't quite figure out what was happening, but after a little help from Tom Garn and W3 Schools, I understand how it worked and how to modify it to fit my needs. I now know in the code that this line here, the first two numbers in the brackets change the size of the mesh, and the other two change the number of rows or columns the grid has. So I've got quite a large surface area just to make it look a bit more organic and flowy. And then I've imported the model of a UFO into the scene. It's a low poly model and I feel it fits the theme of the company perfectly. And this is where the function for loading the model in is. At first the mesh didn't sit right with the UFO on the planet. It was at a silly angle and it looked like the UFO was half in the ground. It took some time, but I managed to eventually find an angle I was happy with. Overall, I'm happy with the final product. I struggled in parts, but I'm happy it came together like this. The part I like the most is the changing of the colours, and as you get closer and further away, the sound differs from that, so you can make it louder or quieter if you like.